Howdy, you have made it to part 5 of chapter 3. As we finish up this chapter, I just want to kind of bring all of this together as we talk about competencies, strengths, weaknesses, and ultimately the strategic decisions that organizations need to make. So by analyzing the internal organization, firms identify their strengths and weaknesses as reflected by their resources, capabilities, and core competencies. If a firm has weak capabilities or does not have core competencies in areas required to achieve a competitive advantage, it must acquire those resources and build the needed capabilities and competencies. Having a significant quantity of resources is not the same as having the right resources. Firms with different resource profiles can both be or all be successful, but it has to be done in different ways. So the right resources are those with the potential to be formed into core competencies as the foundation for creating value for customers and developing competitive advantages because of doing so. The ability of a core competence to be a permanent competitive advantage cannot be assumed. All core competencies have the potential to become core rigidities that generate inertia and stifle innovation. An example of this is that back in the 1970s, Xerox was the leader in copy machines and printers, well, really more copy machines, but they were in this, with these strengths, they realized that the way that offices worked might change over time. And they actually had a group of scientists at a group called the Palo Alto Research Center, or PARC, that created personal computers. But they focused so much on copiers that Apple took their ideas, which ideas included things like the mouse or copy and paste. And many of the things that we value in our computers right now, whether they be desktops or laptops, much of what we have was developed under the Xerox umbrella. They didn't take advantage of it. Other companies took those ideas and ultimately succeeded and beat Xerox, who, had they been successful or had they been flexible and not gotten stuck on a core rigidity, which was also their core competence at the time, they might be the largest computer company or the leading computer company in the world today. So question number 5, I want you to discuss how strengths and weaknesses of a hometown restaurant might compare to those of a national chain, and how might each of these be able to develop advantages over one another.